Oh, me exes live in Texas. Yeah, mate, this is a very big game. The Texas Longhorns, who is now back in the top 10 in college football, will take on the number 5 ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs, at their house, mate. If you want a little history lesson, the last 3 times these guys have played, Georgia has slapped them in their little noses in the last 2 games. Texas, once upon a time in 2018, a meaningless Sugar Bowl, they beat Georgia at the time, who was number 5, while Texas was number 15. And then last year, these boys played again at Texas, and Texas lost and got smoked at their own house, 30-15. And then last year in the SEC championship game, Texas choked and gave the game away and lost in overtime to Georgia again. So my thing is, what is Texas' mental state going into this game? And how serious is Georgia gonna take this Texas team that they've owned and dominated in the last 2 games? Yeah. Here's my thing. Genius coverage is making this pick, not me. The man's a fool of a thing. You gotta go with Georgia. But this man told me Texas because Texas has their back is against the wall. They cannot afford to lose again if they want to make the college football playoff. And to be honest, he thinks, I don't think so, but the man thinks that they're starting to play their best football with Arch Manning, yeah? He's been playing a lot better, most notably the Vanderbilt and Oklahoma games, yeah? And to be honest, he thinks this hasn't even been his best football, yeah? And Texas' run game has gotten going better, and the defense has played really good, mate. Now, Diego Pavia, he lights up everybody except Alabama on the second go-around, yeah? I love me some Diego Pavia. That man's a beast. But my point is, he's picking Texas because he thinks Texas is going to play their best game. And then Georgia's going to poop their pants again, like the time when they lost to Alabama earlier this year, yeah? And they've had some close games, too. Now, before here's the thing. My thing is, I told him, what about Florida? Texas can't beat Florida, yeah? And Georgia beat them boys. But he did make a few good points and said that Florida got ripped off in that game against Georgia. And Texas must have took them boys lightly, which I believe to the extent, because also that same Texas team went to the current number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, yeah, the Sons of Michigan, and lost. And the thing is, Ohio State has maintained that number 1 spot since they won the national championship, yeah? And then they took it back from Texas to start the season. Now, of course, he thinks they're going to lose to Michigan. I think they will too, because Michigan's their father, they're their daddy, yeah? But my point is, he's picking Texas. He thinks Texas is going to play their best game, and he thinks Georgia's going to take them lightly because they've whooped them in the back-to-back games. And now they think, well, we beat you at your house. We beat you in the SEC championship. We're going to slap you around our own house. And he doesn't think so. So genius coverage has Texas winning. They have the safety Taft coming back. The man he is definitely not a fool of a thing. He's elite, the cream of the crop in college football, yeah? Really good DB. And I got Ryan Wingo, another good receiver who I have utmost respect for, yeah? So I think it's going to be a good game. Genius Cobra says Texas pulls it off 31-24. He thinks Georgia's defense will let him down again like they did with Alabama, and that their offense just won't be good enough to capitalize and make plays. He thinks Texas's defense will be too much for Georgia.